Episode 2.
Okay! So, this is episode 2 of Tool Talk. And today we will talk about tool sets. Specifically those that come in really big numbers, like a lot of pieces.
Yeah, because usually if you try looking for tools online on online shops like Lazada or Shopee, they usually come in like 29-piece sets, 100-piece sets for however much money.
And we'll try to break down these sets and we'll try to review them and see if these are worth getting. Okay? And we will have, if you're wondering what this box is for, why would you wonder what this box is for? But we will raffle off one tool set. So for the mechanics and how you can win this set, just keep on watching. It's a short video. Keep on watching. Okay. So I guess if you're looking at sets and if you're thinking of buying them, the first tip that we could give you is make sure that you will use majority of the tools in that kit.
And you know what they are and what they do.
Yeah.
Because with any tool, you should know what you're going to be using and what you won't be using, so you're not spending so much on something you don't need.
Yeah, and I think the mentality for a lot of beginners is, okay, I'll just learn it along the way. But eventually you'll find that some of the tools there have most leather crafting tools are very specialized, so they have very specific purposes. And you'll end up, if for example, if you're not using veg tan leather, and some of the tools there are specifically for veg tan leather,
a lot of them usually are.
Yeah. So let's try to review one set here that we have.
Okay, so we're gonna show pictures of the tools in this kit right now. So
I think this is the 60 set.
yeah, it's a 59-piece set.
59 for how much?
For 19.
For 19.
1,900 pesos.
Yeah.
So if you divide that, can you divide that
It's 32.
Yeah, so it's like 32 pesos a piece, a tool. So if you use that logic, parang wow, that's super worth it.
That's a bargain.
Yeah, that's a bargain.
Yeah.
But is it?
Looking at the tools, some of them are just duplicates. Like they have these sandpaper stick things for sanding your edges.
Yeah.
And sanding is really mostly done on veg tan. Like if you work with other kinds of leather, sanding is probably going to ruin your edges more than anything. And a bulk of the 59 are actually for decorative stamps.
Yeah, it's
which is
for tooling.
Yeah, for tooling, for hand tooling. And that's a very specific side of leather crafting that actually not too many people get into.
So like Pat mentioned before, a lot of them are fillers. Like a repetition of the same tool over and over.
Yeah, it says 59-piece set, not 59 tools.
Yeah.
So some of them are not even tools, but just part of a tool.
Yeah. There's an awl with different attachments.
Yeah, so it's practically just one tool with 3 attachments, but I'm sure it's counted as one tool.
But I wouldn't use it. I think it's specifically for sewing actually. That the attachment for the awl, it has a hook in the end. And I don't think I would ever use it.
Yeah, and it's also got something like this, which just comes with a bunch of other attachments, and it includes them in the count of 59 pieces.
Yeah.
So it's just technically one tool with different accessories, but they're counting it as, let's say, 8 tools.
I feel like the biggest filler are the stamps, because that's 20 pieces already.
Yeah.
The tooling stamps.
And they're not super useful. They're not very versatile.
Minus the stamps, the accessories, and the sandpaper, I think you're actually just paying
the
for
filing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, maybe 15 tools.
Yeah, you're just paying for 15 tools. So it's really 19 for 15 useful pieces. There we go. So the second tip that we could give you is it's better if you have tried the tool first before buying it. Because some of the tools from the sets don't work at all. Like for me, the puncher, the handheld puncher that you press down, that doesn't work. That doesn't punch out holes very well. So I've tried that because I've had a student who came to the class before and she showed me that. And when we tried it, we tried using it in different ways just to make sure that we were using it right. So we tried doing it like the regular way of doing it, and then we tried pounding on it. None of it worked. So yeah, that piece doesn't work. You should also watch out for overstitch spacers. The spacing of the prong should match your punchers. And in some sets, there's an overstitch spacer and there's a puncher. Yeah, puncher set. And if they don't match, if the size of those things don't match, you can't use them together. And the overstitch spacer will just end up being useless.
And sometimes there's a whole bunch of overstitch spacers
Yeah.
that, I mean, there's like 3 of them.
And they're all very small. Like,
Yeah,
the spacing is
spacing.
very small. So
And I have bought spacers, and I knew the distance,
Yeah.
and I personally just don't use them.
I
Yeah,
had
I think
one.
that-
Yeah, I had one
likes it.
before that was exactly half a cm apart. The prongs of that spacer was half cm apart, but I lost it. But the short or someone took it. I don't know. But the short time that I had it, I really loved using it because it really shortened the time of marking for holes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like using the actual
The actual puncher.
yeah, as a marker. Yeah.
So that could work too.
Different strokes.
So yeah, in general, overstitch spacers, especially the ones that are in the sets, are not that useful.
They also sometimes have a bunch of creasers.
Yes, creaser
Yeah.
is again another tool that you should
Yeah.
watch out for.
There's a set that we saw that has a creaser that Nico and I have bought, like
Yeah.
not in a set, and it just doesn't work. It looks exactly like the one in the set, and it doesn't. My issue with this is it doesn't lock properly, so it doesn't make the
Yeah, so as you use it
widens.
widens.
Yeah. And especially for tools like this, where you really want the measurements to be exact.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that it's
Yeah, it's a measuring tool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's sort of a measuring
A
tool.
wonky measuring tool.
it's like those rulers that have an allowance before the zero. So
Yeah.
you can't use the edge of the ruler.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's money wasted right there.
And they usually have a bunch of bevelers, groovers. I use groovers, so those might be useful depending on how sharp the ones you get are. But yeah, just a lot of repeating tools that have the same function.
So yeah, that's another thing that you have to watch out for when you look for tool sets. Try to see if some of the tools have the same use.
Yeah.
You might just need one of those.
Especially slickers.
I believe in the different types of slickers actually. Like when we show the slickers later, I'll explain why.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Even
one
the
is more
rounds,
useful
yeah.
than the other. So.
Yeah.
But we also asked a lot of our students what they think. Some of them already bought tool sets, and we asked them if they got their money's worth. So yeah, let's look at their response now. So basically, I just asked them what they thought of their sets. We got 18 respondents. Majority of them, 8 people, said that they would rather buy individual tools next time. So I figured that they weren't really that happy about their sets. 6 people, still a lot of people, 6 people said that only half the tools are useful to them. So yeah, they kind of agree
Yeah.
with what
Yeah.
we said before, that most of the tools in that in those sets are not really useful. And for only 4 people, but still,
Yeah.
some people thought that most of the tools in the set are very useful and they recommend it to others.
Yeah.
So yeah, still 4
But
people.
that of course also
We don't
depends
know.
on what set
Yeah.
they got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that brings us to our next portion.
Yes.
Mhm.
Because in general, we don't like sets.
Yes.
But then,
We tried to look for the
Yeah.
best set. We
Yeah.
tried to see if there's an actual like good set out there,
Yeah.
and we found one.
Which
Yeah.
is very promising.
Yeah. So if you're still thinking of the raffle that we talked about earlier, you will have a chance to get this set that we got for 1,400. There's a lot in it, a lot of useful things.
it's not as impressive as like the 60
Yes.
piece set.
Like when you see the photo
It's
online,
like, oh, it doesn't seem like there's a lot.
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
But because we've been like leather crafting for a while, we know that they will be useful.
So we will open it up now and
test some of the tools out.
We'll show you what we think is a good set and why.
I'm already sold.
Yeah, she wants it. She will join the raffle. Okay. By the way, all you have to do to win this set is comment. So what topic you want us to talk about next and tag a person. That's it.
On Instagram.
On Instagram, yes. Now, you were talking about being pro different types of slickers.
I actually only have this and the round slicker.
Yeah, I have that also.
Yeah, somewhere here. Yes. But I do believe in this because sometimes I've been wanting to get one of these. Sometimes, for example, you have like a corner like this. Sometimes you can't get to it because it's round, your slicker. So if you want to get to the like little cranny there, this fits right into the corner. I feel like.
But the round slicker doesn't fit.
This one you could use
parang
this,
it
I
ends.
guess.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I feel like if I wanted to keep the edge here still kind of like curved, I would use this.
Yeah.
So if this isn't in the kit when you receive it, winner.
Our point is having these two slickers
Could be useful.
could be useful.
Also because this is flat, sometimes you can use it to
She's really excited.
sorry, no, I just realized it now. Because this is flat, you can also use this to burnish like the suede side.
Yeah.
It's easier
like
than using
glass.
this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, more coverage.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get
Two slickers.
two slickers. You also get an awl. An awl in general is very useful.
I feel like,
Yeah,
yes.
I use my awl for everything. Like when pattern making, when
Yes.
actually like punching holes sometimes.
Yep.
Like I'll use it to mark the holes. Yeah.
It's one of the few tools in leather crafting that has a lot of uses that's kind of versatile. So yeah, I use it for pattern making, for actual bag making.
Yeah. Even for scoring out my patterns on
Yeah.
the wood. Like I'll use it to scratch
I do that.
instead of silver
Silver
pen
pen.
or some sort of
Yeah, something very useful. Awl. And it only has one awl, so it's not trying to fool us with several awls. Yeah. Okay.
I also feel like this is a good size because some walls are really long and it kind of gets in the way. But for something like this, like if you needed to like widen your stitching holes, you can just like keep it in your hand while stitching.
Yeah.
And then just
Also, this taper is good for if you have a hole and you want to burnish your hole.
Ooh.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it comes with a set of
Diamond
chisels.
chisels. Yeah, very useful also.
It's a full set, so it's 1, 2, 4, and 6.
Some of the tools are individually packed. It's good packaging.
Yeah, good packaging.
Yeah.
They're doused in oil.
Yeah. And your tools usually, if they are metal or steel, they will come doused in oil to avoid
Very
the
good.
rusting. Yeah.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So if you want a certain kind of stitching that the diamond chisel can achieve, then you want to start using the diamond chisel, it has that. A lot of the sets do have it. I personally like using diamond chisel. It depends on you really. Migos tried both also, the hole puncher and diamond chisel, and he prefers the hole puncher, so it's really up to you.
I like how it looks.
Yeah, I like how the diamond chisel looks.
So the diamond chisels that I have are very wide. I like how wider stitches look, so I always stick with the 5mm hole punchers or
Yeah, the hole punchers do look better if the stitches are, the spacing of the stitches are wide.
Yeah, generally this is a good thing to have, and I like that it comes in sets of 4.
Yeah.
So you get a 6 prong, a 4 prong, a 2 prong, and a single prong.
Yeah.
All are useful when you
Yes.
start crafting.
Yes.
Yeah. And usually they're very sharp.
Yeah, usually very sharp, yeah.
You can hurt someone with this. So we will test out these diamond chisels just to show you if they work well or not. They do! Well, this is veg tan leather, and yeah, it works. They're sharp.
Yeah, those usually are very sharp.
Yeah. So you have to watch out for them
Yeah.
because they're so sharp. Even the sides of the prongs are sharp. So yeah, that's a good thing to have in a set. What else do we have here? We have this thing that nobody else wants to touch.
I can do it.
Okay. It's a divider caliper. Okay.
I don't want to open it to need like a while ago. I wanted to. No, I wanted it to be authentic.
Okay.
The first
Oh,
open.
Yeah.
Oh, it's double plastic. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
guys,
the
relax.
oil is okay. The oil is even cheapest. Okay. The oil is good for the metal, but yeah, it's just gross to touch.
Yeah, that's true.
So it has a guard. So a divider caliper also does. It's like a creaser as well.
Yeah.
You can.
Oh wow.
It's very. There you go. You can mark your stitching line using this, and also it has a lot of different uses. I do like.
Let's try to set it at half a cm because that's usually how far we stitch from the edge.
And then you use, my problem with these is usually they're too sharp, but I guess don't, push too hard.
Yeah. So that's very useful for curves
Yeah,
because yeah, if you have a straight edge, then you can just use your ruler to mark it.
yeah.
But yeah, it'll be very hard to mark for your stitching lines. Yeah, round corners.
This is very sharp actually, just be careful.
Yeah.
And it catches the leather a bit, but I feel like if you sand it
So
down,
it's not,
it'll be
it's
fine.
not very smooth.
Yeah.
So it's not the best divider caliper, but what do you expect? I mean,
You could always sand down the edges so
Yeah.
that it's not scratching the leather so much. Yeah.
in any case, it's good to have a divider caliper.
Yes. It's
A
very
lot of
useful.
uses. You can use it for on leather. You can use it for pattern making. Also, another thing we have here, we have a couple of groovers. We mentioned earlier that you should watch out for duplicates. These two are shaped differently.
So it's like the tip of this, the actual blade is like shaped like a V, and this one is shaped like a square. So these are also good for like stitching lines as well. They basically have like a similar function. It's just that if you want your stitches like in the leather, you don't want it like
Yes.
raised on the leather. These
Yeah.
are good for that.
This has a specific effect on how your stitches will look on leather, as opposed to this, which is purely for marking.
Yeah.
So I'm trying the more square. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the job.
Yeah, especially in veg stand.
Mhm.
You usually have to be careful. Sometimes, especially if your thread is quite thin, you can see the actual groove under the thread. Yeah, so you might want to use a thicker thread or not push in so much. Yeah, so it's a lighter groove. Okay, this is the square. It's much wider.
Yeah, it takes out more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes out more of the leather.
Yeah. It really digs in there. Yeah.
Can we try it on non-veg then? Just to.
Because it looks really good in veg stand.
Yeah, that's veg then.
Okay. Oh, still good. Still
Yeah,
good.
still good,
Yeah.
still good.
Yes. So that is the more square blade. This is the more V one. Try not to dig in so much.
And it helps that the tools are still very sharp.
Yes.
Try it here.
This is.
On a more like genuine
Yeah.
finish.
This one is.
Yeah, 'cause this looks like it's not green leather. Still
good.
works. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Yeah, so we were talking about earlier how some of the tools work exclusively for veg tan leather, not these. Another one similar to the
It
groover.
looks the same.
It looks the same. It's an edge beveler with a wooden handle.
Like a brass curve.
Okay. Okay.
So again, in, bevels edges. Oh, it's very sharp.
Can you try it
It's
on
always-
the stand?
It's always scary to buy like cheap tools that are supposed to be sharp.
Yeah, because it's really hit and miss.
Very sharp. This
Yeah,
is very
this is sharp and this is, nice.
Yeah.
It's a good size.
Yeah, it's a very good size.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want it to be too wide.
Yep. So
Yeah.
if you're choosing,
Too much of the edge.
if you're choosing an edge beveler, try to get something like one.
Yeah, or even less. Maybe.
I think this is
1 mm.
a little wider than 1 mm. But
It's
yeah,
a good. Yeah.
get something around that width. If there's a filler here, it would be this thing. So the set still has a filler. It has a thimble.
Yes. I don't use much.
Yeah, I don't
Don't
use
It
it.
depends. Like for people who do use a thimble, like
Yeah, it's up to you. Maybe just use it. Yeah.
my fingers are calloused.
Yeah. So we have built-in thimbles.
Nature's thimbles.
Yeah. We have needles. Okay.
They're huge.
Huge
and sharp.
Sharp and curved needles.
And
Can you
there's
get it
only
closer?
one of each.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's only one of each. So if you're saddle stitching, you will probably end up using 2 different sizes.
We don't usually use sharp needles in
Yeah.
the studio, but I use big needles and usually they do come sharp, so it's normal. It's also useful to have them pretty big. It's easier to handle.
Yeah. So if you're not into using sharp needles, then you might want to watch out for this set because a lot of sets have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but needles in general are useful.
Yes, you will need it a lot.
Yeah,
If you're
so-
leather crafting, you will definitely need a needle.
It's just when it comes to these leather crafting sets, the tendency for these suppliers is to count each individual needle as a piece of the set.
7 needles. But anyway, we were okay with getting a set with the needles because in general, I know that we will end up using this.
And even with my own thick needles, I still end up breaking.
Yeah. So general rule is you can't have too many needles.
Especially the eye part, that's vulnerable.
The set also comes with a knife. Now
This one,
it's controversial.
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't tried it, so we will see it.
Yeah. 'Cause
Again, blades need to be sharp, and if they're cheap, you don't know the quality.
And
punchers in general, you can get them sharp. Like these are sharp.
Yeah.
This is sharp. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be sharp, but it's sharp. But for some reason, knives don't come sharp. Yeah, so we'll test it out
Yeah.
and see. This is the only piece in that set that I'm really
Yeah.
worried about.
Because ideally, a knife like this is for skiving. And
You
it's
need
a
a
struggle.
skiving knife to be
Yeah.
really, really sharp.
Yes.
Yes.
You actually, even if you buy a really sharp skiving knife, you will have to sharpen it yourself at some point. Yes.
Fairly often.
Yeah. It's okay.
Honestly, if this came in a set, I would be happy because I would use it as a knife, not a skiver.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the thing.
It's also versatile.
Yeah, it's versatile, so still okay to have. Let's see how well it does the job. It is.
That looks pretty smooth. I mean,
It doesn't feel smooth. Thank you. I'm happy that it looks smooth, but
So much
yeah,
elegance.
there is a struggle there. It's okay, but the thing is, we can't assure that this will stay sharp for a long time.
Yeah.
Because I have several cheap knives actually, and a lot of them were sharp the first time I got them, the first time I used them. Yeah, I have a lot of those. Yep. Yeah, after a few days of using it, I would have to sharpen it with a stone, with a wet stone. So it's not the best knife there is. But like what Patty said, it's okay because you can use it for something else, like as a knife.
Yes. I would personally never use this as a skiver because I don't think I have that skill set. And also, if I need to skive, I would probably, I mean an edge, I would probably use my cutter because I'm used to that. Yeah. I would definitely use that as a knife though.
Damn. Yeah, sharp. Okay, I was surprised. That was a surprise. Okay, so still good. Now, the star of this set, the reason why we liked it so much is because it had a bunch of punchers, hole punchers.
And you would think, oh, filler, so many punches.
Yeah.
But leather crafting involves so much hole punching.
In different sizes.
Yes.
Different sizes.
Yes.
Yes.
And this is amazing.
It's a 10-piece set.
It's a 10-piece set of punchers.
Different sizes.
Yes. So we're excited about that.
Yes.
That's super useful.
Yeah, that's gonna be super useful. Let's try it.
Okay, so right now I'm holding the 1.5. Oh, that's very sharp. It's sunk pretty deep. Oh, these are good punchers.
So to the winner of this raffle.
This is the 4.5.
Oh yeah, the bigger hole punchers.
Skip a few sizes to show.
Still sharp.
And we've also got this 5. All the way through.
Yeah. Okay, so all of them are really sharp.
The general rule with punchers is the bigger the puncher, the more difficult it is to use because of the spread of the surface area. So like if you have something, let's say as big as this is a 2 cm puncher. It takes quite a bit of hammering.
Yeah.
That just made it through.
But these ones are small punchers, so they're bound to be sharp.
Again, there's a lot of uses for punchers. If you're into using button screws, different sizes of button screws. So for the head, you can use these for the flap part. Very useful if you need oblong shaped things, oblong shaped holes. You can use these. Just cut the bottom, punch 2 of them, then cut the bottom and the bottom and the top, and you have an oblong. Like you get different sizes of oblongs with these punchers.
Yes.
Ooh, I am convincing
We cannot. We were convinced. So hole punchers are crucial in leather crafting. So just like these are pretty basic stuff that you should have. So for that reason, we feel like this set is very, very suited for the price, 1.4. Compared to the other sets, like filled with fillers and duplicates and very specialized tools, this one has only like one filler, and we don't mind having that one. It has several very useful tools and versatile tools also. And a lot of the tools are not specialized for veg tanned leather.
Yes. I feel like you will look like a pro just having some of these.
Patty wants them.
No winner for today.
Okay. So if you want this set, we're giving it out for free. Just make sure to comment the topic that you want us to discuss the next tool talk, and tag a friend.
Or friends.
Or friends, if
Yeah. That's more than one entry.
Yeah, you can comment away, like comment several topics.
Several topics.
Okay.
We love ideas.
Okay. And
Episode 2.